Well, hello all my model car building buddies. This here is Glenn's Models. I'm Glenn, and I'm definitely not imaginary. Look. See? Definitely not. Okay, now let's go over here to SpotlightHobbies.com. And they got the new car model, or is it model car? I have a touch of dyslexia. Give me a little bit of a break here. It's either Model Cars magazine or Car Model magazine. I forget. But they got the new one in, and it's got some cool stuff on the cover. Some kind of odd C-cab show car and a really cool roadster. Stuff like that. So y'all, go by there and check it out. See what you can find. Hey, shut up. And tell the dogs to shut up. And here we go. What do we got for the show this morning or this afternoon? First off, we have coffee filters, biscuits, sausage. Wait, no, that's my shopping list. Got stuck in there somehow. You know, the one thing about this show is that it's affordable. You know, you're not out much. Okay, let me see, where's the start? I'm going to start here. I thought I was done with it, and then I remembered I should probably put on some decals, which I had some. They're right here. Got that little dealie going on. Got this spear on the back. Oh, zoomify it. And see, I got those. Those kind of look pretty neat right there, kind of royal-like, because he is a count, you know. And there's one up here on the cowl, some gold pinstriping, and these spears on the back, one on each side like that. And what else did I do? Oh no, that's it. Yeah, no, I put the headers on it. Yeah, look, I found headers. Check it out, man. Those look good on there, I think. They look good enough for me. I'm going to go with them. Then besides, after looking at all the headers I could find, these ones look the best. I think they'll be all right. All I have left now is the coffin in the back, which I'll get to, and lights. It needs lights all over it. Headlights, taillights, some lantern lights, some Bud lights. All right, now I'm going to... Is that it, really? It's beautiful. I don't want to brag, but it's beautiful. It really is a cool. You know, and for those who don't know, it started as the pie wagon. Yeah, I stretched it and added different frames. It's got a Corvette rear suspension. Stuff like that there. Okay, well, pie wagon out. That's actually a Grandpa's Grim Sleeper. Okay, now I have this, which I've been working on some. I got it painted. Check it out. Oh, let me zip up. There we go. Yeah, nice paint too. Well, finally. If the body work ain't perfect, you'll see bad spots in it, you know, but I don't care. I put a lot of work into this dadgum thing to have it look this good. I'm getting old, people. You got to cut me some slack here and there. I still got to put a chute on the back and then maybe some more decals over the chute, but they need to be on there first. Oh, and I got to do the flip hinge on the back for the body. Probably some wheelie bars, which I'll probably knock off, and some interior detail, and then this will be done. But the main thing is, after how long, I finally got it painted, and it didn't come out too bad. It ain't too good, but it ain't too bad. It's a good color. The reason I wanted to paint it blue, I had these really cool decals, names to go on. It said Night Moves, and it was written in gold, outlined and stuff. And I thought, oh, that golden Night Moves, it needs to be night blue, you know. One of them went on beautiful. The other one would not come off the paper to save my life, man. I stoked it and everything, man, a lot, and it just would not come off, so I had to go with the optional Let's Rumble. Okay. I love it. I don't like, it's not that I don't like fenders, it's just that cars look so cool when you cut the fenders off of them and alter them around a bit. Am I not right? I think I'm right. Okay. And now, what? Let me get this back to thing. I'd like to take a second here to thank my director, producer, and my manager. Hey man, how's it going? Oh, it's going okay, man. Cool, you're doing a good job. Thank you. Fist bump. That's a really sloppy, there you go. Fist bump. All right. Thanked all those guys. I'm sorry. I try. Oh, look at this. Bam. With the bam and everything. Let me get some zoom. Yeah. That's not the wheel. That's not the fender covers. These things, damn it. Fender skirts. That's not the ones I'm going to use. I just got them up there to give you the idea of what it looked like scooting along with them on there. Also, will this come in better without that? A little bit, yeah. It's a little better without the light. You see, I got the swoop going for the running board. And just pick the dadgum thing up. I got the, yeah, there we are. Got the swoop running for the running board down through there. And then I'm working this piece. This has got to be trimmed some more right through here. And then this will be the rest of the fender. Clear all back. Turn it over. I'll put tape on the top up here, and then turn it over and start filling it up with mutagen. I'll just go ahead and fill it up. And when that hardens, I turn it over and take the tape off and then finish, because it ain't gonna flow all the way up through here. But I can pull it up through here, down through here, and then commence to sanding it, you know. But I didn't do the other side yet. I worked all day just getting this much done, and you can see this curve here. Yeah, that's a good curve. Yup. And this is the actual curve that the fender line here, this part, that will follow when I get done sanding. Yeah, I got the fenders glued on, and I got these hood sides glued on. This isn't. And yep. What do you think? It's coming along. It's I love it. I think it's going to be beautiful. The swoop on that fender coming back. Yeah. And yes, I am going to put, everybody seems to think that that would make the best tail light, so I'm going to put a clear red lens in that. Yo, still don't know about a grill. What grill I want to make one that's new, that nobody's seen before. You know, unique. There you go, unique. I want to make a unique grill. Okay. Oh, last week, or last episode, I was trying to say, and my tongue kept spitting, and I kept muttering like I'm doing now. I was trying to say, at Spotlight they got the Car Model magazine and the Cartoons magazine. They got back issues. Back issues was the word I was trying to get out, and it would not come out. It got stuck in there. Who knows what it tripped over coming out, but it didn't get out, and now I'm letting it out. They have back issues. So if you missed one, check them out and see if they got it still, you know? Okay, now, man, I'm going to put the light on it again. That really doesn't help much. But that thing is going to be so cool. I'm just loving it. This has got my whole attention right now. I want to get the other side mocked up like this. and then start putting some Bondo in it and smoothing it. I want to get the body done before my ambition runs out. And that if I could get all this under prime, I could sit it and take a break off of it for just a little while and then come back and build the chassis, motor, and interior. But right now, if I can just get the body done, I think I'll be doing good. But now, as far as show cars, models to show, I got some to show. I love showing off my models. I thought I had a tip. Hang on a second, I gotta see if I got a tip. Yeah, I got a tip. I've been forgetting all about it. Easy way for bending sprew. See that's not bad right there. Come on, focus, you stupid camera. Maybe I need to be farther back. There we go. Yeah, easy way, good way anyway, to do that. And it's hard to bend sprew without it going wonky, and going all over the place weird. But, here we go. There's a trick to it. First off, you gotta have fuego. And one time around real quick. Just enough. That's the trick. First you warm it up. And now give it a second for that heat to get into the middle of the sprue. And now I can go back just a little slower. And feel of it. It wants to bend. I give her just another one. Right there. And there she goes. Now you can pull it out. I'm pulling, it's hard to see, but I'm pulling in this direction and down to get it to form into a bigger circle than the one under my thumb there. And I gotta hold it until it cools off, which it ain't. See? This one I've been a little sharper, and this one I was pulling it like pulling a wishbone, like that. And if you get it right, you can hold both sides and move it around, and get it shape it like I just did, like that right there. Let me do another one because that was fun. But this is important though. First you got to get it. Got to warm it a little bit and let that heat get into the middle. Otherwise, you're just heating up the outside. Okay. Man, it's a cheap lighter, ain't it? I know from the other one, it took about 2. And once it gets going, it didn't feel like it wanted to bend at first. It felt hard, but give it a second, and then see that? That's not bad right there. I probably should have heated it a little bit more. You see it's got a little dimple right there. A little flat spot right there. Let's see, man. I'm trying to keep it in the camera and still look over the camera. Whoops. Probably went a little far with that one. Okay. Give it a second to reach the middle. And now... See, with experience just then, I knew 2 times around was the right amount. 2 spins where I spun it in the fire. So each time you do it, you learn a little bit more about how long to hold it in the fire, how to pull on it and get it in the right direction. See? Huh? Good tip? Good tip? I don't know. You can make roll bars. You can make bumpers. You make bumpers that... I did one on a 57 Chevy. You know how the top feature line on a 57 Chevy bumper is? It runs up the side, comes over, dips down in like a mouth, and comes back up and around. I did like that, like this, on a 57 Chevy, and made a tube bumper for it. It looked cool. It really was. It was cool. Let me see. I'm looking at my notes. This one says it's a memory. It's just a little short memory. It's not a story of my dad when I was little bitty. I'm talking 5 years old. he would take me and we would go to all the car dealerships every year when the new cars came out. And we went in at 58 to see the new 58 Chevys in the showroom. And they still had a 57 in there. And I seen the 58 and I was walking up to it and Dad was pointing it out saying how cool it looked and everything. And he said, but look at the 57 behind you. And I turned around and I was standing right there in front of the thing, looking into that massive grill. And it looked like a monster with a mouth that was fixing to bite me. Kind of scared me. I eeped a little bit and jumped back and Dad laughed. And I said, oh, okay, that's cool. I got a better look at it. But now, every time I see a 57 Chevy, that comes up. It does. I brought my favorite gassers out. You know, my very, very favorite gassers, the ones I really love a lot, out. Kind of show off a little bit here for old builds. This one was a group build, and I forget who it was with. It was a gasser group build, though, and I got in on it. I think. I kind of remember. This is that MPC, yeah. 67 GTO. Of course, I made a gasser out of it. Did pretty darn good on this, too. No drive shaft. Got wheelie bars though, and normally those don't make it very far. Cool traction bars. Cool headers. Okay. Yeah, and there's a front suspension. What about the motors? You can see, oh, that is a nice looking motor. Moroso. No plug wires though, but damn, I like those valve covers. Yeah, I really like those valve covers. Those look cool. I hate it when the stacks don't line up. I don't know how come they're all crooked like that. Look at that. Isn't that pitiful? It makes me look bad. And let me see. Not much else I can say about it. It's just the grill. That's I used 2 of those grills from that Rebel 41 Willys gasser that comes with these photo etch grills, and I cut 2 of them down and put them in there. Nice. That looks way better than stock grills that came with the kit, I tell you what. Okay, well, I'm going to move it. Wait, inside. Oh, it looks good in there. Got a tachometer, and the dashboard's been covered up with some gauges on it. That's cool. Shifter and a fire bottle. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. It's even got some seat belts in there. Oh yeah, that's right. It was a group build. I was trying to look good. This is my 57 shaker. Is this nope. It's an AMT one, I think. I don't remember. But it's one of my favorite ones. This one, just like the GTO, it came out exactly what I was going for. I wanted a nice 60s era gasser with the white walls and the pie crusts on the back, the spoke rims with the white walls. Headlights got a slight green tint to them. Can you tell? A little bit. And I don't like the thing that goes in these holes, hood ornaments. I don't like them. I've never seen any in a kit that looked right. They're always too thick and clunky. So I just take and drill them out, make them look like little air scoops. And, oh, well, cool. We got a 409 up in here with the cool blower and the lay down carbs. Wow. Well, I really like that. Only thing I don't like about that is it covers up those beautiful W valve covers. I could have used a different motor and then saved that motor for a street rod. That's evergreen square tubing for the traction bars. And, oh, that's the front end that come with the kit. Yep, this is that kit. Is that Revel? Heck, I don't know. But it comes with this front end here. So I just used that. Yep. Shaker. And got a rat fink on there. Gotta have a rat fink. Which reminds me I need to get some new rat fink decals. Now this one, old Hemified, sat around for at least a year with the hood not painted and the motor just sitting there, not only halfway built. And I finally pulled it out and put these decals on because these decals are Hemified, man. They are. They're just cool. Cool decals. Inside, has one seat because ain't nobody gonna ride with me crazy. Mobius kit. Yes it is. It is a, is it? Yeah. Mobius kit. Let me take the hood off before it falls off. La Moteur. Oh, good. Cool Hemi. Get it in the picture. How's that? Is that better? Yeah, I know. I'm terrible at filming. I'm getting better. I like those headers. Oh, those are headers that come with 41 Willys gasser. I use different collectors at the end. I don't like the collectors that come with them. Yup. And underneath there's that dadgum acid reflux boiling up again. I tell you what, I take 2 pills a day for that, and if I don't, burp. I'm telling you. Yeah. You notice most of my cars don't have inner fender wells on the front. And this is something I've been wanting to point out, too. What makes a gasser, other than it runs on gas, pump gas, you know, it's got to. It can have just about any motor you want, any suspension you want, but it's got to run on pump gas. And in the beginning, that's the other thing, is gassers in the beginning had to have a full interior and all the lights, everything, you know, roadworthy. Because back then they actually drove them to the drag strip. But as they evolved, a lot of that got left behind. So depending on what year gasser you're evolving there, you know, that's what's going to be the deal. What makes it, you got to have ladder bars, long ladder bars. You got to be jacked up in the back unless you got your wheel wells cut out. And then you could be sitting down. There's so many different ways a gasser can go. In the front, customarily, you got 2 springs and straight axle. But some of them have the transverse spring with the straight axle. And that one, you need the radius rods. But usually, it's jacked way up in the front, like this, to get the weight, when you hit down on it, to get the weight on those skinny tires. Back then, the tires were 8.5, 9.5 inches wide, something like that. Also, you want to move your wheels forward a little bit, the whole axle forward just a little bit, to give room for the headers to come out through there. It's not necessary. It's not like a rule or anything. It looks good. And I build gassers for the look of them. Let me see what else. Yeah, I'm just trying to impart some gasser history. Normally, you're going to have a moon tank on the front. You can't tint the windshield, but you can tint all the rest of them. That's important to know. It's a safety thing. They want you to be able to see. Otherwise, some idiot be out there with it too dark to know if he's on the track or not. Yeah, but that's the basic things that makes a cool gasser a cool gasser. I like to eliminate the headlights, leave the tail lights in the back bumper for weight, but usually I'll lose the front bumper unless it's integral, like this. You know, you could lose it, but yeah, it's missing too much. And this one I could have lost the bumper on. 57, yeah, totally gone. Can you imagine being 5 years old and with that thing sitting behind you, and then turning around and looking into that grill when you're only this tall to it, you know, looking into it. Next gasser, this one's got to have its hood back. Now this is one of my other favorites. I love this one. I didn't build it. This was constructed and gifted to me by Mark, the mediocre modeler, who is not mediocre by any stretch of the word. He built this for that gassers for Glenn thing, and then gifted it to me, and I love it. I think it's one of the best ones I got. The paint on it is super cool. I like the way he painted the stripe in there. That took some work. Top comes off. Got ladder bars underneath. Oh, it's got a drive shaft. I was thinking it didn't have one. Yep. Got the parallel leaf springs up front with radius rods, and that's cool. The motor is in the front. Whoa, I forgot about that. It's got one of those Boss hoo-ha motors in it. Wow, that is nice. Let me get it. Actually hold it into the... Is that one of those 3D printed motors or something? That is nice. Look at the intake on there. I've looked at it before a lot when I got it, but it's been a while, you know. I just thought that was so nice of him, man. There's the interior. He did a darn good job on this thing, I'm telling you. Okay, well, that's the cars I have to show. Let me see. I don't have a regular story. I have like 2 or 3 short stories. It depends on how long it takes to tell them. You know, these are kind of like filler. The first one is I come down here in 1974 to visit my dad on a vacation like, and we went to the grocery store, and I said, I'm just going to sit here in the car with the air conditioning on. He's like, cool. And he went in the store, and I'm just sitting there listening to the radio, you know, thumping on the dashboard, keeping the beat. And all of a sudden, my door yanked open, and somebody grabbed my arm and yanked me out of the car and stood me up and spun me around to face him. And I thought, uh-oh, I'm fixing to get beat up or get in a fight. It was a cop. And he looked at me square in the eye and he said, "You're not Tony Tanner." And I says, "Am I going to get arrested for not being Tony Tanner?" And he just turned and walked away. He thought I was somebody else. He thought I was somebody else sitting in that car. And he just didn't say sorry. Didn't say, oops, my mistake. He just kind of, "You're not Tony Tanner," and turned around and walked off. Kind of a turd cop. The next short story is, have you ever heard of anybody blowing up a bell housing in a muscle car? Not the clutch, not the transmission, not the back of the motor. No, not the drive shaft even. The bell housing only. Clutch was fine, tranny was fine, motor was fine. Bell housing disintegrated. I was headed up a hill, almost home, and it started binding. I felt something binding up in the thing, and I thought, well, perhaps I'd better pull over. But I couldn't pull over because there wasn't a place to. There was just up the road. So I give it just a little bit of gas to get me the rest of the way up the hill, and all of a sudden it goes kablam! And the shifter started doing this, wham, 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 bam, 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 on my leg. You know, it had that tall Hurst shifter, and it was coming over and just wailing on me, man. I had to turn sideways in the seat to get out from under it and reach back with my other foot and hit the brake. Wasn't no sense in hitting the clutch. The clutch pedal went to the floor right away. And I got pulled over on the side of the road and looked under it. No trace of the bell housing. There wasn't pieces of it on the motor or the tranny or nothing. But I looked down the road and there was pieces of it all the way down the highway. Man, now how many people do you know of that just blew up the bell housing and nothing else? All I had to do was go to the junkyard, get another bell housing, and throw it on there, and I was good to go. Third little story. Little quick one. Nope, it's at 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to quit there. I could save that for later. This is the part where I say, boo-hoo, I have to go. I really miss you guys when I'm not doing this. I love doing this. I'm kind of a shut-in, you know. I don't have people coming by every day. I don't got nobody to talk to. So this is my connection to the world, you guys. So if you don't mind, give me a like, little thumbs up there, just on that. Make a comment. Hey man, I like what you're doing there. That looks pretty cool. And because comments are best. And hit the black bell on the subscribe. Hit the subscribe and hit the black bell. Where'd it go? Ding ding, back there. And comment and like and share. Don't forget to share like that with your buddies, because you know your buddies will say, hey, thanks man, I didn't know about this guy, he's pretty weird. And yep, that's everything. And I want to thank all my subscribers. I love you all. And all my commenters, I love you all. And I'm trying to get back to most of you as much as I can. And we'll have more on the giveaways on the next episode. And I will see y'all later. Bye.